Hello, I'm Jason Allen. Welcome to the DVD Blu-ray update. I haven't done these in a while, but it's starting with The Dictator with Sacha Baron Cohen, Anna Faris, and what's that guy's name? Ben Kingsley. The main movie is basically about Sacha Baron Cohen is the dictator of
Aladdin?
a country. What country is this?
Aladdin. Well, that's his name.
Yeah, his name is Aladdin. He's a dictator from some foreign country that's real. He's basically an idiot who wants his country to be like hell, and he goes to New York, and he wants to do a speech about
Nuclear weapons.
and basically his assistant, played by Ben Kingsley, sets him up and gets a cover-up played by Sacha Baron Cohen.
His double is played by Sacha Baron?
Yeah, his double's played by Sacha Baron Cohen is a goat farmer who doesn't know anything about terrorism or dictatorship, and Aladdin gets set up to become an average New York guy who works in a organic food market with his manager as Anna Faris, and he basically falls in love with Anna Faris, and she teaches him to be a normal American. Basically the movie, it's basically another typical Sacha Baron Cohen film, very racist, very controversial, very funny at times. It's just like Borat, this one. If you like his character study films or Sacha Baron Cohen's movie, you should definitely check this one out. The next movie is The Lorax, with the voices of Danny DeVito, Zac Efron, Betty White, Taylor Swift. It is about this boy played by Zac Efron. His name is Ted, who falls in love with this girl who's voiced by Taylor Swift, and she wants this very rare tree called a truffalo. So he goes out in the woods to try to find where the truffalo is at, and he has to ask the Onceler about how to get a truffalo. And then you meet the Lorax. The Lorax is the speaker of the trees, and basically tells you that don't ruin his forest, or a penalty's going to happen.
And he talks about how all the trees disappeared.
And so basically this movie is it's a very nature-friendly movie. It basically talks to you about how you shouldn't litter or cut down trees for no reason. Very funny. It's from the creators of Despicable Me, and it's a Dr. Seuss movie. This next movie has another good cause. It's called Disney Nature's Chimpanzees. It shows you the story of a young chimpanzee named Oscar, who basically grows up to be a chimpanzee, and it shows you the life of a chimpanzee. It's narrated by Tim Allen. This one's very entertaining and has a good message in it. Definitely check this out. This one's a very good movie called The Hunger Games, starring Jennifer Lawrence and Josh Hutcherson, Woody Harrelson, Lenny Kravitz. Basically, it's about this district.
Isn't it like a futuristic place?
Every year in a futuristic world, they have districts where they have a contest called the Hunger Games, where they choose two random people, teenagers or kids, to be in this contest called the Hunger Games, where they fight for survival, and whoever wins, basically, it's kind of like a battle royale. And so basically Jennifer Lawrence is Katniss. Josh Hutcherson is the boy. I forget his name. I forget his name, but it's basically her and Josh Hutcherson's characters fight for survival in the Hunger Games, and Woody Harrelson is her mentor. Very good movie. Definitely something really to check out. This next movie is Mirror Mirror, starring Julia Roberts and what's it? Phil Collins' daughter is named Lily Collins, and it has Nathan Lane. It's basically like a comical version of Snow White, where the Queen is trying to take over, and Snow White is. This one's basically kind of follows the Disney Snow White, but it's more like a Bollywood kind of thing if you watch the movie. Definitely, it's definitely a interesting take on Snow White. The next film is Jaws, the 100th anniversary collection. Yeah, the 100th anniversary of Universal Pictures releasing of Jaws, finally on Blu-ray. It's just basically about the movie with the shark, and it has what's that guy's name?
Steven Spielberg?
Steven Spielberg directed it, and it has Richard Dreyfuss. This one's definitely a classic. This next movie I just picked up at Walmart called The Cabin in the Woods, starring Chris Hemsworth.
Before he did Thor.
And Richard Jenkins, Sigourney Weaver.
The guy from Grey's Anatomy?
Guy from Grey's Anatomy, and a girl, I think she's in Glee, forget her name.
The blonde hair one?
Anna Hutcher, not Anna, Kristen Connolly. It's about these group of friends who go to this cabin in the woods, and they have basically it's like a typical horror movie, but basically there's a twist at the end, and you find out that this company who runs this cabin controls their deaths. Definitely very interesting horror movie, one of my favorite horror movies of this year. Another one I just picked up today is the first time on Blu-ray, The Titanic. Leonardo DiCaprio, Kate Winslet. I don't know, I've always grew up watching this on TV, and girlfriend's a big fan of it. I remember I saw it in the theater with my sister and my mom, and it's just, I don't know, it's just a movie you just grow up with. Next movie I got is Snow White and the Huntsman, the more adult version of Snow White, starring Kristen Stewart, Chris Hemsworth, and Charlize Theron. This movie is about the Queen who kills Snow White's father, and she wants to take over the land, and Chris Hemsworth is sent out to find Snow White because she gets vanquished from the town, and the Queen wants Snow White dead. And this one's basically more darker, more action-packed. Definitely should have been more rated R, but it's PG-13. It's also the extended edition, which I haven't seen. The next movie I got was the unrated, rated version of 5 Year Engagement, starring Kevin Hart, Jason Segel, the one woman from the Mindy Project, the Indian girl, Emily Blunt. It's basically about this couple who they get engaged, and then they have problems on and off. They're going to get engaged, they're going to get married this time. It's from the producers of Bridesmaids. This is a very funny film. It's also very serious how relationships can be. The next movie I got is Jason Statham's Safe. It's one of Jason Statham's another cliched action films. I'm tired of seeing Jason Statham cliche movies. This one basically stars Jason Statham as a ex-cop who gets involved in this Russian-Chinese mafia drug crime, and he finds this girl that knows this code to a safe, and he's trying to protect the girl from the whole movie. Definitely another good movie from Jason Statham. This is the complete second season of The Walking Dead, which I haven't even seen the first season yet, but I do like zombies, and definitely check this out. And the last movie I got was The Raid Redemption, the unrated cut. This is definitely a very violent film. It's a Indonesian film about these group of cops.
Hold on.